There have been many changes since the idea of computers first emerged in the 1940s. We have gone from giant room-sized computers performing single tasks to pocket-sized computers more powerful than the ones that sent man to the moon. The one thing that hasn't changed throughout all these years is the idea and structure behind these computers. In fact, today's computers and internet still use the old media structures of papers and files. Whether using a Mac or a PC, today's computers have similar file structures for accessing and opening documents and programs. This is one of the major flaws about today's computers according to an early IT pioneer named Ted Nelson. Who is Ted Nelson? Theodore Holm Nelson was born in 1937. He is an American sociologist, philosopher, and pioneer of information technology. Ted Nelson has a bachelor's degree in philosophy, a master's degree in sociology from Harvard University, as well as a doctorate in media and governance. The main purpose of his work has been to make computers easily accessible to ordinary people. Ted believes that a user interface should be so easy that a beginner can understand it within 10 seconds, similar to the simplicity of Pac-Man the video game. What Ted Nelson is best known for is coining the terms hypertext and hypermedia in 1963 and publishing it in 1965. Today, hypertext is vastly being used through hyperlinks in the World Wide Web, allowing users to share information from all areas over the internet. It was behind this hypertext idea that Nelson founded Project Xanadu in 1960. What is Project Xanadu?
Hi, I'm Ted Nelson. I want to talk about the structure of computer documents. Now, most people think they know what electronic documents are because they've seen them. They've seen Microsoft Word, they've seen Adobe Acrobat. And what are computer documents like? They imitate paper. Here we are in Xanadu space. This is a three-dimensional setup, and we see a document of 11 different pages. Now, I'm going to fly through it in 3D, and you can see the various different connections between the documents. There are only 27, I think, connections between these 11 pages, but you can see how complex they get because we are allowing overlap and interconnection of in any quantity, potentially hundreds or millions of links. How do we keep them sorted out? Aha! That is the nice touch here. In the front, we have two pages, the current page with the large type and its companion page with the smaller type. And this connection is a transclusion. That is the same content in two places. It is not a link. It is not represented by link structures. It is differently found. So here we have, in the beginning God created the heaven and earth, in a quotation, and here in the companion document is the origin in the King James Bible. Now I just made the companion document, the companion page, the current page. We'll go back to the current page, to this current page, and step through to various documents, and we see, as we step through the connections on this page, that the other documents swarf into position. It's swoop plus morph. They swarf into position, and the connections become exactly readable. So one connection at a time, we can follow what the connections actually mean, even though we are in a huge conglomerate of many different connections. So that's it. That is Xanadu space. That is the latest version, and I hope it will be a product soon of a document with real hypertext and real links in real profusion.
Project Xanadu's end goal was nothing less than a Docuverse, a document universe where all writing is linked and referenced, and where nothing can be deleted. Once something was published, it would exist in a document universe forever, asserting annotations, links, and revisions. However, Nelson's goals have yet to be achieved with the current technology. He is viewed by some as a trailblazing genius, and by others as a major critic of the IT world. Project Xanadu also uses a concept called parallel hypertext, which is hypertext with visible links showing the connections. Project Xanadu took 38 years to finally be released in 1998 for the first time. According to Ted Nelson, the best summary of his work was written in a book by Tim Berners-Lee titled Weaving the Web in 1999. Tim Berners-Lee wrote, Ted Nelson, a professional visionary, wrote in 1965 of literary machines, computers that would enable people to write and publish in a new nonlinear format, which he called hypertext. Hypertext was non-sequential text in which a reader was not constrained to read in any particular order, but could follow links and delve into the original document from a short quotation. Ted described the futuristic project Xanadu, in which all the world's information could be published in hypertext. For example, if you were reading this book in hypertext, you would be able to follow a link from my reference to Xanadu to further details of that project. In Ted's vision, every quotation would have been a link back to its source, allowing original authors to be compensated by a very small amount each time the quotation was read. He had the dream of a utopian society in which all information could be shared among people who communicated as equals. He struggled for years to find funding for his project, but success eluded him. So why is Ted Nelson an important figure in today's IT world? Aside from his innovative idea at such an early time, some people believe that the structure behind today's World Wide Web invented by Tim Berners-Lee is based on the original idea of Ted Nelson. They believe it is just a simplification of the hypertext idea. Others believe that Ted Nelson's ideas and critique have been implemented throughout all of these years. Many also believe that Ted Nelson hasn't received the proper credit for his innovative ideas. However the influence, it is fascinating to imagine the things we use daily today have been initially this man's ideas over 50 years ago. Ted Nelson is certainly an important figure in the IT world. Today, few researchers would deny the influence of Ted Nelson's ideas on the IT world.